What's up, guys? It's KingDaddyDMAC, and welcome back to another episode of Fade the Beast. Oh yeah, so check out what we got here. Oh my goodness, that is some crazy expensive stuff. Look at how much we got. Oh, that's because last time we set up all of our assembling machines, so pretty cool. Still gotta get new facades for them because those are just god-awful ugly. But that's okay. Since last time, I set up these right here, just ME interface, ME export bus on craft, and a level emitter, so that I could tell my system to always have X amount of each material in it. So not bad. And this way, we won't have to sit around and wait for these assembling machines to chug along. But anyway, it's worked out pretty well. So far, I haven't had any hiccups in it, and I think we're going to do the exact same this time for the plate bending machines. However, I'm not going to make you sit through the whole thing again. Man, that was kind of boring. But I think I'm just going to speed through this real quick, that exact same setup, and we'll take a look at it. Once it's all finished, I might record it and do it in fast forward or montage it. But, yeah, let me grab all the materials and get it done. Alright guys, well that was pretty freaking easy, of course, because we already had the setup from last time to follow. But, one other thing that I almost completely forgot about, and thank you so much to everyone that left in the comments. You showed me how to freaking color these things. So you make the painter, and then you can use any color dye you want. We'll use red just in this case. And you can walk over to any of them where we had our, what's this called again? The construction foam. And then just click on it like that. Yeah, that is pretty freaking cool. So I'm not sure what color, if any color, I'm going to do. But thank you all so much. That's pretty nifty. Man. Anyway. Let's get on with it. We need to now, these, I put in the medium voltage transformer, and they're pretty quick. Let's grab a pattern. Let's grab the aluminum pattern that we had. Let's throw it in here. Boom. And let's go the aluminium. Alright, so let's go right here and let's craft 64. Begin and see how we do. So it should be sending it over to here. And I was reading on the wiki, they said it only transferred over once per minute, which is kind of slow, but it seemed like when I was testing it out, it was going faster than that. So if worse comes to worse, we'll use an import bus over, but I think it should be okay as long as we set up all the patterns to craft well ahead of time like we did over on that side. But let's see, now the other, yep, there it went out. So that should be good. And it also, because it was going through so fast, I don't even know if we really need overclockers. Again, if we set stuff to autocraft and always be up to a certain limit. Another interesting thing I noticed about these guys is that, you know, they have the thing where you can tell it to send out to another inventory, but I don't see the little hole thing anywhere. And when you wrench it, the actual face changes sides. So I'm not sure, I didn't notice the wiki saying that there's a specific side it outputted to. So if you guys know about that or what the heck's up with that, that would be really helpful for me. But in any case, we'll just leave it just like this for now. And I'm going to go move all these patterns into the different things, and we'll see how many more patterns we have to make. Alright guys, so I put in all the patterns. Each one has right now only one pattern each, and we haven't even used them all up. There's quite a bit more different plates. I have electrum, aluminium. We have none in there. We have here refined iron, steel, tin, refined iron, brass, copper. Get out of here. Brass, copper, tungsten, platinum. What's this one? This is Invar, chrome, and titanium. There's only one more that I'm really interested in, and that is this bad boy right here, the tungsten steel. This is something we haven't dealt with yet before, ever. So we got to get it from a tungsten steel ingot, and to get that, we need to make a vacuum freezer. And even before the vacuum freezer, to get the hot tungsten steel, we need the industrial blast furnace, which we have, but we haven't set up anything to be able to cook this up quite yet. And here, as you can see, it takes a long time, 100 seconds per cycle, and 3,000 heat capacity. So let's run over here. We still got to redo all the blast furnaces, but I would like to, I think now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do 3. 1, 2, 3, and that should be enough. 4 on each. So let's go ahead, get the casing. Let's see, we already have 2. We need 30. Let's get 30 more. I think we need 34. There we go. That should be perfect, actually. So let's knock this down. Hopefully, yeah. I haven't used any lava in any of them just because I knew we're going to be moving them around quite frequently until we figured out where we wanted them all placed. So let's get this all out, and hopefully I think I should be able to get to the 3000 without having to use lava yet. Not that it's a huge deal, but so often I lose a casing to lava. Yep, 34 is exactly what we want. So boom, boom, boom. The hot pink blast furnace. All right, cool. Now, if you do put in the lava, I believe... Oh, did I not do that high enough? Yeah, I need it one higher. I believe the lava will increase it. I think it's by 500k. So that's cool. Let's knock these out. And this is where we'll have our blast furnace on each. So let's get those blast furnaces made. Industrial blast furnace. Yes, I do have a pattern. Oh, I hope I have enough to make 4 of them. We'll find out real soon. Begin. Boom, 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 boom. Boom. Done. Man, I love AE. It is just the best. Alright, so for these suckers, let's set them down. And we can see the lights going green because the casing is complete. Awesome. And these are all now starting out at 2,380. So we got to increase that. And to do that, we now have to use these different heating coils. This one is Canthal. Is that how you say it? Canthal? I don't know. I'm probably saying it wrong. But anyway, let's grab some of those. Already got a whole bunch made up. Pretty simple, and that is just refined iron, aluminum, and chrome. So they are a little expensive. And then we're also going to need these guys, which is the nichrome, I believe it's called. So let's grab those out, and that is nickel and chrome, of course, nichrome. So we're going to want to take 4, oh, not 5, 4, and we want to do it with this one first. Just going to hit it on each blast furnace. So that went up now. It was at 2380. Now it is at 2880. So let's do that for each of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I might be able to just click the stack on each of them, but just in case, because I made the mistake when I was testing these out of putting the nichrome first, and that did not work out too well, because then it wouldn't let me upgrade with those ones. So whether that's a bug or whether that's intentional, I don't know. Boom. And let's just look at what this increased it to. So look at that. Way more than what we need. And we didn't have to use the use of lava. So not bad, not bad. Pretty cool. And it shouldn't have increased the power usage for these, how much they require, anything like that. So very nice. And let's knock all this out. We're going to Vadra everything because it's just so much faster. Alright, so coming out of here, we're going to have to get more power. I do believe, yeah, because each one I'm only going to be able... You know what? I can run more than 4, can I? These are taking 128 each. And that's split into 4, no. I think it takes exact, no, that's, all right, this is 4 high volt. Okay, you know what, I should be, did I run out of energy? All right, so this is getting 4 packets of 128. So that's doing those 4. So then this should be then okay to power this just fine. Yeah. So we should be all good in the hood. So let's do this. Let's bring the power out. I'm going to have to get some more cable. For a minute, I was worried that I'd have to get even more, but this should be just fine. So, in fact, that should be able to power all three and then some. Alright, so, for the power coming out, I guess we can just go boom, 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 and have all these meet in the center. That should work out just fine. Awesome. So let's go up and check out if this is all good to start cooking up the tungsten steel. So I have over here tungsten being shared on this machine, which we have to move as well. So I put it in right there to cook that up. So let's grab out tungsten. Alright, and let's grab out steel, just like it sounds. Oh. And grab that steel. Let's put her in and see if she works. So, tungsten steel. Bam. Working. Awesome. So, that's going to take almost 2 minutes. In fact, was it 120 seconds, did it say? Let's see. No, 100 seconds. So a little under 2 minutes per ingot. So now let's start. Let's see. Should I automate this now or should I wait? What'd I do? I did these pretty simple. That one I'm going to want to set a little bit differently than these. So why don't we hold off on that automation for a moment? And let's start looking at the vacuum freezer. Oh. Alright, so refined iron or aluminum, a pump. Ew. Not going to want to do the hardened glass just because that's going to be... I don't have anything to... I don't have no induction smelters in my system quite yet. Or... Well, I guess we don't really need to automate this because we're not going to need a ton of them. But I should have everything else. Let me see if I have a pump already done up. Yep, I think I have a pump pattern. Awesome. And this just needs 2 pumps. Let's make one more. Bam. Let's grab some aluminum. Bam. Let's grab, let's see, hardened glass. You know what, I'm going to use this one just because we do have more. If I had to automate it though, I'd use the reinforced glass and then 2 advanced circuits. Not bad at all. Let's run over here. It's kind of funny, I'd realized I don't even have a crafting table down here. So this is the one, boom, and vacuum freezer. Not bad. Now, not quite that easy because we do need to send power to this bad boy. So let's set them down. Let's see what Greg says we need. So it looks like on the top level, it's going to be 4 levels total, but 3 of casing. I'm guessing this is going to mean the advanced casing. Although that may, I should probably look it up, but we'll just go with this is advanced and these are the reinforced casing. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the advanced, and the rest the other. So let's see what that looks like. Casing. Let's go 6. Kin. And we already got the reinforced made. Alright, so let's set her down. Boom. And then, what was it then on the second level? I can't remember. All right. And I believe it's just like this on the third. Clunk. Let's pick this bad boy back up. All right, not too shabby. Now this is going to be taking medium voltage. So why don't we sprout that off over here just for now, just to make sure she works. Let's see, right from there. And this is my first time ever playing with a vacuum freezer. So I'm not quite sure what to expect, but it seems like it should be pretty simple. Shouldn't matter which side you connect in. Please don't blow up, please. All right, we are in business. Awesome. Let's see if any of this tungsten steel finished. All right, awesome. And we get dark ashes as well. So let's run back over here. And I guess you just stick it right in there. It starts to cook up. Let's see what other recipes are. See, this is what I never got about this machine. 10K coolant to 10K coolant. I don't know what is up with this. Why you'd switch it over. So I really don't know. You guys will have to let me know. Or maybe we could test it out later. Anyway, of all the things, it seems this is the most important. So almost done. Nice. We got our vacuum hardened tungsten steel ingot. Awesome. So let's throw this pattern. Or let's throw this through our plate thing. Oh, it went into the dang system. All right, here we go. And let's make up our pattern for the tungsten steel. Of course, it's not going to matter because we don't have anything else automated for this yet. But that should be pretty easy. Awesome. And let's put it right here next to the tungsten. So, blump. Let's lock it. And set the pattern in there. Pretty sweet. All right, so how should we automate this guy? I'm guessing if we're going to do over here on this side, 3 blast furnaces, and then I'm guessing what I'll probably do is do 4 grinders, and then maybe we could put it on this side actually. I might do, I don't need this many of the blast furnace, so I might do 1 implosion compressor and 1 vacuum freezer over here. That could definitely work. Or I'll just put the implosion compressors here and the vacuum freezers over there. So either way, it should help to match up. So let me check how much more time we have in the video. If we have enough, we'll start to work on it today, all the automation for this and that. Otherwise, we'll save that till next time. And man, we are getting close to that fusion reactor. I can just smell it. All right, guys, we're just about out of time, but I think we can quickly at least start to automate all the tungsten stuff going through the blast furnace. First of all, we're going to want to make a pattern. Oop, wrong way. Let's go like that, taking the dust and turning it into an ingot. Very simple, very simple. But the reason we're doing it like this with the pattern versus over here, we just have whenever we have the dust, it going straight into the blast furnace because there's no real use for chrome or aluminum or titanium. There's no use for it in its dust form or other recipes that we're going to be using it for. However, with the tungsten, where's the tungsten dust? Oh, is that dark ashes? Did I do this wrong? There it is. There it is. Okay. For the tungsten dust, you can use it to make the tungsten ingot or make this wolf cell, which you're then able to use in, what do you know, the fusion reactor to make iridium. So we don't want to use it all up, although we could turn it back into dust. There's no reason to make it all into the ingots. So we're only going to want a partial number of them to go. So let's do this. Let's make the pattern for that. And for this, all I did is I put in the wiring from down below for the ME cable. We're going to throw an ME interface on top, like so. We're going to throw an import bus on the side, like so. Well, the import bus pull out by the stack. And where's my cable? There's my cable. Connect that up at the top. Let's put in the pattern. And if we now do a level emitter, right there, let's turn that down. And then do an export bus into the same thing, like so. And let's wire these in. Bada bing, bada boom. We can now here say, why not do 5,000? I don't know, just a random number. Let's see, when 5,000 emit the light, or should we do when it's above emit the light? We'll do it below. Tungsten ingot. And then here, let's go tungsten ingot, active with signal, stack at a time. With this, oh, and is that, did we do this right? Export bus. Okay, we want always craft item. Okay. So, bada bing, bada boom. There we go. Always crafting the item. Not too bad. Now, for the tungsten steel, it's a little more complicated. Also, another item that we don't want to turn all of our steel and tungsten into. Now, I was playing around with the blast furnace here. I know that the casing is incomplete when I have it this way, but it was to test out where each side actually inputted into the blast furnace, and I found this a little interesting. As far as the patterns go, there is, let's see, recipe. You have 2 going in, which I could do, but they're 2 different slots. And then we have 2 going out. Now, if you look at the patterns, they don't really give you the option for both. Now, I thought maybe I could do it like this, then have a steel, and just not worry about the dark ashes. Oop, wrong thing. And then say that it outputted like that and did a code. So I don't see why that wouldn't work, and I'm never gonna care about the dark ashes crafting it. But let's link this in, and if I put the hot tungsten steel right there, that's right? Okay. So if I go now into my system and I say hot tungsten steel craft 10 begin, what's going to happen? Is it going to know to go to both slots? No, it does the top slot, I pull it out, and then it puts it in that same slot again. So that's not going to work. Now then, I looked over here. What happens if you do it from the side? If you do it on the side, let's see, we can actually just show it. If we throw this same pattern for the tungsten steel on the side, and I say craft the hot tungsten, it throws it into the output. So it would be nice if it had it like this, where it was horizontal, it would go into both, but no, again, not the case. So what happens if we do it from the bottom? So throw that pattern in on the bottom. Let's break the one on the side, so reset it. Last time, hot tungsten steel, begin, and boom, it does it on the bottom there. So that's interesting. Now, I'm kind of curious if I were to do two different patterns, and I doubt this is going to work. But let's clear that out. And let's say on, oop, I keep doing that, putting it in the wrong spot. If I say a tungsten ingot there, and hot tungsten steel out, encode, and then did a steel there, hot tungsten steel out, pattern, code. Now what if I put one in the top and one in the bottom? I've never tried this before, so I don't know if it will work. But let's wire this guy up onto the top and see what will happen. So right now we have nothing in there. Let's go craft 10, begin. Is it going to know to do the top and the bottom? Does the bottom, didn't do the top. So it's just choosing now which one is closer, and then it stops. It doesn't do both. So there may be another way to manipulate through this. I don't know. I'm kind of thinking, though, the AE just might not have the answer. So in this case, I'm thinking what I'm going to have to do, of course, we'll have to raise the blast furnace casing up. I'll have to wire in the power from the side instead of the bottom. But what I can do is do an export bus there and there, and then have an import bus on the side. So let's throw that on, import bus on the side here, and then I would just have a level emitter. Doesn't really matter where. Let's make two level emitters. Craft 2, begin. And what I could do is just throw a level emitter there, a level emitter there. This is looking kind of ugly. I can probably hide the level emitters, or hide away this a little bit better. Okay, and then here I can say if tungsten steel is over, say, oh my goodness. Okay, so if tungsten steel is over 64, emit one above limit. Alright, I want to emit when below limit. Then here we can say tungsten ingot when redstone signal, is that right? Yep. So when redstone signal steel, then it should just do one at a time. There we go. Awesome. So that, I guess, would be my solution right there on how to do this. It's not very elegant. Not very elegant at all, and I'll have to move the blast furnace up one, but this should do the job for automating it. And then have this always pull out anything. So anyway, guys, if you have a better way of doing that, let me know. But it just doesn't seem like AE has a good way of dealing with these machines that have the slots like that. Anyway, I hope you learned something, and if not, I hope you can teach me something by letting me know in the comments. As always, comment, like, subscribe, and yeah, almost there, so close. Probably next time or the time after, we're going to actually build this fusion reactor. I'm excited because it is awesome. Later, guys. Peace out.